Welcome, everybody, to the 21st Century Administrator Leadership Cohort 2 Year 1 Atlas Group. This is an introduction to your Moodle online collaborative learning environment. We're going to be using this to supplement and augment the work that you're doing this year in your cohort. I want to give you a little tour of the Moodle interface so that you can get to know that and start working with it. So the first thing I want to show you is that down the center here, this is where you're going to find your major content. On either side, there are these blocks that have different forms of navigation, links to different pieces. It's just a different way to get around the Moodle environment. However, sometimes these blocks take up a lot of real estate and you kind of want that out of the way so you can see and focus more on the content. So to move those blocks out of the way, what you need to do is just go to one of the blocks, look for the little arrow, and when you click on it, it moves it all the way over and docks it. You'll notice that when I roll over this block that's been docked, sounds like Dr. Seuss, huh? You'll still be able to look at all the links. So I'm going to go ahead and dock all my blocks. Now I've got a nice big surface for me to look at the content. This collaborative learning space is broken up into sections. So the first section is called Welcome, and we'll revisit that in a second. Once I'm done with this video, it's going to go right there. The second section is discussions. This is where we're going to have discussions that we want you to participate in, prompting questions, responses, sharing of information, those kinds of things. Professional learning opportunities is a section you can go to find out about all the cool professional development things that are going on in the county and around the area to help support you in your professional learning. Additional readings and resources. This will have just what it says, additional readings and resources, things that we find or things that other people suggest that we'll post here so that you have access to stuff beyond kind of what you're doing just in your cohort and your meetings, things that relate to the work that you're doing as administrators. And then for each cohort meeting, you're going to have a section devoted just to that meeting, and that's where we'll post handouts, resources, things like that, that you'll be able to access anytime. All right, so let's go back up to the welcome section. What I'd like you to do after you kind of poke around a little bit is click on Welcome, the title, and that will take you into the section. And if you'll notice, again, the video is going to be here once I've completed it, but there is one discussion in here and it's called Introductions. What you're going to do is introduce yourself to your colleagues. I know you guys met already and you probably did introductions, but this is just a different way of introducing and maybe adding a little bit more to who you are. So to participate in a discussion, all you need to do is click on the link and that opens the discussion forum. In the forum, you'll see some instructions or a prompt or something like that to respond to. And to add to this forum, what I'm going to do is click on Add New Discussion Topic. It's going to bring up an editor for me to go ahead and type in my responses. So for instance, I could start by saying this is Kathy's let's do punctuation, introduction, and I can type all about me. So I can add a bunch of stuff. If you'll notice, I can do some basic formatting. I can add pictures, different things like that. But if you click on this little guy right there, it gives you a whole nother set of tools that will help you add to or format or personalize your post. Once I'm done with the post, I just click Post to Forum. If I want to attach a file, I just drag and drop it here and it will become an attachment to my post. So I'm going to click Post to Forum. And I got 30 minutes to edit it. I'm just going to go ahead and say OK. And now you'll see there is my post. If you want to read a post that's already part of a forum, you just click on that topic and you'll see my post. And if you want to reply to it, then you click the reply button. You're going to get the same editor, the same features, and all that stuff. So now I'm going to go back, and I can use the back button, but I can also use these cool little tools up here, which are called breadcrumbs, because they show me the path that I took through the learning environment. So I want to go back all the way to the main page. So I'm going to go back to the title. This is actually the short title, but the title of the course. Now that takes me to the main page. In the discussion section, again, I click on the title to enter the section, and you'll see that there's 2 discussion topics already started. Do you have any questions, comments, or anything related to the September workshop? Sorry about that. I should have turned my email off, but that's okay. Or PLNs. Share your PLN story with the rest of your group. How do you manage your own personal learning networks? Again, I'm going to go back up here, but you'll notice that now I'm in a section I can actually navigate. And let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to navigate to the next section. And here are some professional learning opportunities. These are all PDF files that you can access. I'm going to go next to additional readings and resources, and here's a bunch of stuff that we've started adding to help you that you might find interesting. Another way to navigate is using the jump to, and if I click on this, I'm a little stuck, there we go. I can jump to any section of the course. So right now I'm just going to go back to the main page. One thing I would suggest that you do while you're in here is to go into the admin section and go to My Profile Settings. If you go to Edit Profile, this is where you can update any of the information about yourself. You can put in a description, but this is where you can add in a picture. So all you need to do is drag or drop a file in here, and you can personalize it with your own picture, and then you can click Update. Once you edit your profile, another thing that you probably want to do is in the My Profile settings, you're going to want to go to Messaging. And this is where you can turn on or off how you receive updates when somebody posts something or there's something new. You might start getting a lot of emails if we do a lot of discussions. So one of the things that you want to look at is up here in the forum section is you probably want to go ahead and uncheck where it says email. Otherwise, you're going to be getting lots and lots of postings, hopefully, when we all contribute. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back, and I'm going to just use the back button this time. And now I'm back at the main page. So we've covered just about everything that's posted so far, so hopefully that's been helpful for you, and I really look forward to working with you guys over the next year. Thanks. See you soon. Bye.